Janusz, just let's pick up on that point that Augie just mentioned right now too. That probably we should have seen City maybe go down to 10 men. We're talking about Kovacic and that challenge that he had. He had a couple of challenges. He picked up a card. Should he have been sent? Should he have been sent off in that first half?
Yes, he should. I mean, look, I mean, they've said that it didn't meet the threshold of a red card in terms of force, I guess. I'm starting to think that the threshold for a red card is a broken leg. I mean, I really am. Look, I mean, on the first one, I mean, was there ever, he's going there with studs. And I mean, what's worse? I mean, coming from behind, and we know, remember, Mark, you remember 5-10 years ago when they were talking about how dangerous tackles from behind are. I mean, if I look at Curtis Jones' red card, right? I mean, at the very least, he got a piece of the ball, not the way he wanted, and certainly there was force, and I thought it was justified. But here going from behind, that could have been. But for as long as the clear and obvious is in the game, that's always going to be a cop out for VAR and the referees. That's the only thing to improve and get rid of that and have the referee always look at it, because it was dangerous, it was from behind. And okay, as a player, I could almost understand that it was just maybe short. But as I said, all it's going to take is a broken leg, because that and the one in the Liverpool game last week was close. The second one, again, I mean, the Kovacic, I think in a situation like this, you think he's not going to do it. Studs up again. It was a foul. If first one is not a red card, it's a yellow card. This is an absolute yellow card, nowhere near the ball. And he actually knew exactly what he was doing. If you watch that closer or, been in a game, that he wasn't going to get to the ball and kind of made sure that he left his mark there. Again, the studs were up. Not a lot of contact, but certainly a yellow card. So I really don't understand this. And by the way, I think for me, for a long time, Michael Oliver has been the best referee. I like him. I enjoy the way he referees games. I have nothing against him, but for Kovacic to be on the pitch, it's crazy.
Augie, you're probably as equally as baffled as well, right? And once again, we start to question VAR more than we have before.
Yeah, on this occasion, VAR actually got it right, because it signalled a review of that challenge. But Michael Oliver didn't go to review the incident on the monitor. So last week at Tottenham, you had the Curtis Jones incident. The referee looked at them. I think it was, I forget, it was Hooper, wasn't it, the referee? And he looked at the monitor and decided from that. Now, week on, same incident, VAR review a decision, but the referee doesn't go to the monitor. Now, where's the consistency in that? That is just ridiculous. But in terms of the tackle, 20, 30, 40 years ago now, we're going back, that the tackle from behind was outlawed from the game. And I mean, I remember, and this is going back a long way, I remember the World Cup in '94, and there were a lot of red cards in that World Cup because there was a clamping down on the tackle from behind. Now, we're talking only 30 years later. Janusz, remember, Marco van Basten, one of the greatest players the game's ever seen, his career was ended because of an accumulation of tackles from behind that ruined his ankle. That today was a reckless tackle from behind, which could have shredded Odegaard's ligaments. Now, straight red all day long. But what I don't understand is 5 minutes later, Michael Oliver, having maybe had a seed of doubt in his mind that maybe he should have been a bit firmer, he didn't send him off. That was the easiest decision he could ever make. Yellow card, second yellow card, off you go. Didn't make it. Now, at the end of the day, Arsenal have won the game, deservedly so. But had they lost, with Kovacic on the pitch, that would have been another injustice that dealt out by the referees. So, another week, same old story.
Janusz, what do you make of what Augie's saying as well?
No. I mean, I agree. I just don't understand. I mean, the consistency, I suppose, we're never gonna get this right. But some decisions are very, very easy. And for as long as you give them, you're sending a message, right? And I just think that those tackles from behind are so dangerous because you don't see them coming, right? And that's why I think in '94, as you mentioned, that they wanted to outlaw them. We thought they did, of course. In practicality or in reality, we know that that's not always possible, and not every tackle from behind is like that. But when you're so late and when you get a piece, and you're talking about the force, again, there's just too many gray areas, too many excuses between VAR and the referees. And as I've said, the threshold is going to be a broken leg. That's when the outrage is going to come out, and we're going to have a period of time where everything, is going to go 180, where everything from behind is going to be called, and then we're going to forget again. So consistency is what we're asking for. But I think Mark also mentioned, look, I mean, it's taken such a long time anyway to make these decisions. I would make it mandatory for the referees to go have a look at it. If it takes extra 30 seconds, so what? Look, VAR is not going to go anywhere. If we like it or not, it's not going to go. Is he going to improve? Maybe slightly. He's been there for so long, and it's still, I don't feel it's improving in any significant way. So just make the referee have a look at every decision. If VAR is kind of letting you know that, something's not right. So if I were a referee, I'd say, well, if VAR thinks that I may have missed something, you know what? I want to have a look at that. It's possible, right?